Okay, so our t-shirt has dried. It really does not take very long for this paint to dry. So you're gonna flip it over now to the other side, keeping that newspaper in there. I decided to do Japan Rocks. I should have done red for my hand, but I'm gonna do orange for my back. So I got to pick two colors. I picked my favorites, blue and orange. So I'm gonna be taking the paintbrush again, and I am going to be painting this hand. Remember, hand, spread your fingers out like a starfish. And then start painting your child. Making sure to get all the way up to the tips. This paint goes a long way. So I do hope that I gave you enough. Just again, keep in mind when you're painting to maybe ask your child, what color do you want to be the one on the back? They might not get that. They only get to do two. They do two on the front, but only one on the back. Okay, come on. Okay, so you're gonna paint their hand again. I don't know what that is. All right, again, keep your hand spread. Now, if you have a partner in crime, or if you are doing this solo, you will be holding onto their hand as you're pulling it up too. So tell them to keep their hands spread apart. You don't want their hands to go close together like that because it doesn't look as cute. You can't see the distinct digits or fingers. And then tell them to be very still, and then say, okay, now stay very still. Same thing as before. You'll be holding them by the wrist. Pushing down their fingers to make sure that you're getting their fingers prints on there. Tell them to just stay still. And you want it to be below whatever they say rocks, which mine says Japan, and above rocks. Mine's not going to be, because I have a bigger hand. And then you're going to have somebody maybe hold the t-shirt down so it doesn't stick so much, and pull straight up. Now I had a little trouble just because I don't have anybody to hold. I only have one hand. And that is how the other hand should look. I had a few notes I wanted to share. Always keep your hand on your child's wrist while pressing down their fingers. Spread fingers like a starfish. Have someone, if you can, hold the t-shirt as you are pulling your child's hand straight up. Don't paint over the t-shirt, meaning don't paint in how I was doing in the other part of this, because it's splattered over the t-shirt. Don't forget the newspaper between the t-shirt layers. Once it's dry, you need to turn it inside out and iron it. So when this is dry, you need to, well, first I want to say make sure to put newspapers in between. The heat from the, okay. So once this is dry, you're going to turn it inside out, and you are going to put newspaper in between it again, and you're going to take an iron at the cotton setting, because this is a cotton t-shirt. You're going to take an iron at the cotton setting, and you are going to go over it for 30 seconds. That will make the paint adhere and become permanent. So the reaction of the heat makes the paint adhere and become permanent. Once it's cool, turn it right side out and you can wear it. It should not wash out in the water. The other thing is, if you do have the kids, if they do two colors, we would always do them at the same time for the front. And the fun thing about that was when they were done, we would have them hold their other hand out like to the side like this while we did their other hand. And when they were done, we would have them take their hands and rub together the two colors that they had. And that's kind of fun because they get to see what it makes. Obviously, red and blue would make purple. Blue and red make this, blue and green make this really pretty blue-green. Red and orange would probably make a pretty red-orange, and probably red or orange and blue, and maybe orange and green might make yuck. But it's still kind of fun to do it. If they do use blue, the blue paint tends to stay on their hands for a little bit longer. And again, you can do them both at once or one at a time. And yeah, that's it. I think that's what, if doing both at once, have your child hold the first painted hand out to the side, not touching anything. And centered in the back, 2 in the front, like hands together, and 1 in the back centered in the back. So you just say, which hand do you want? And I just did this one because it was easier for me to paint with my right hand because I'm right-handed. And then that should be it. Let it dry, turn it inside out. I would let it dry overnight, turn it inside out, iron it with newspaper in between for 30 seconds on the cotton setting, and then let it cool, and then turn it right side in, and it should be ready to wear. You can wash it if you want to, but you don't have to. And I would love if the kids could wear them for graduation. But if that doesn't work out, that's fine. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, call me, say, I don't know how I'm doing this. I would be happy to help you. This is a keepsake of the classroom. It's something I really want to hand down to the kids because they might have siblings that have one already, and it's just kind of something unique to Macalester Plymouth. And I hope you guys are cool with doing all the hard work. And I always love this time of year. I loved doing their handprints, but I'm happy you have to iron all the shirts because that took a lot of time. So does the writing. But they're just such a lovely keepsake, and I hope you guys think so too. All right, good luck out there.